Welcome back to my channel, everybody. How you doing? Thanks for joining me for this new video. Today on this flight report, we're going from Denver, Colorado to Amsterdam Schiphol. I'm not sure how to say it, but you know what I mean. We're going to Amsterdam, so that's really exciting. And actually, this is going to be the start to a series of a few videos over the next week or so. I have United Airlines going from Denver to Amsterdam. And then there's going to be a Lufthansa flight from Amsterdam to Germany. And then once I get to Frankfurt, I'm taking a German train to Munich. So that'll be my first train video to cover on this channel, which that's really exciting. I've never been on a European train, let alone a train ever in my life, actually. You may think that's lame, but, that's how it's gone for me. And then we're flying Austrian Airlines from Germany to Vienna, which will be really cool. And then I'm flying Air Dolomiti from Austria to Venice, and Venice back to Munich after a couple of days there. So I'm not really sure what to expect, but I don't know. I've never heard of Air Dolomiti, but they must be a good airline. I heard it's a subsidiary of Lufthansa, so it must be good. And the other part that I'm really excited about is going to Slovakia. I'm actually heading to Bratislava for a day. So if you've been there and you have tips for me on things to do, or even restaurants to go to, or food to try, I'd be very grateful. But this will be a good couple of weeks, good couple of videos. I can't wait for you guys to join me. So we're heading from Denver to Amsterdam Schiphol, but we got to get to Chicago first. Let's hit it, shall we? Today's flight will last just a little bit over 8 hours, and it'll be on a 787-9. Let's go check out the United Lounge, see what they can offer us today for our long flight. I love this United Lounge because it's actually one of the biggest United Lounges out of all the ones they have across the world. And it's actually 3 levels big, which is fantastic. And this morning I'm having pancakes, sausage, eggs, and of course a Bloody Mary. Nothing better than pancakes and a Bloody Mary. Not the breakfast of champions, but it'll do, especially when it's free. So we made it to Chicago, so now I'm just a little bit confused on how to get to the gate for my next flight, but we're gonna find it and we are going to be off to Amsterdam. So I bought the extra legroom exit row seats, but I'm not sure how this will turn out with not having anywhere to put my stuff, so we will see. And let's see what we got here. We have a little pillow and a little, well, I guess it's a headrest and a little blanket. That's always a nice little touch for such a long overnight. So let's dig in and see what we got here. This blanket is a little nice. Usually keeps you a little bit warmer than if you didn't have it, but it's nothing special. And this headrest, I don't really know why they give those out. I just never bring my own because I never have enough room to carry it, but you know, I guess it's better than nothing else. You should know I'm a big Office fan, so if you watch The Office, you know that this flight attendant looks like Dwight Schrute, so that's pretty funny. I booked this seat for the extra legroom, not realizing it was right against the exit door, so it got really old with having to configure my feet not to bump into that, but you know, I had enough legroom, which was nice. And here we are, just leaving Chicago O'Hare, and obviously at this point we're still a couple thousand miles short of Amsterdam, so we have a long ways to go. So I'm not sure what I'll do this flight. I think I may just try to get some sleep and get some filming done, but you know, that's not too bad. The time will go by quickly doing that. Let's see what kind of IFE is available on this flight. Looks like we have a bunch of movies. We have the Trolls movie, we have Wish, we have Mean Girls, lots and lots of Hollywood top hits. And obviously you can see the screen just keeps on going, scrolling. I'm scrolling forever here. And these are just the new releases. So there's a whole bunch of categories for movies. Let's see, they have a bunch of TV shows. You know, they have like different versions for different languages. And you can see, just like the movies, the TV shows just keep going and going and going. So there's no shortage of entertainment on this flight, which is really nice. Usually I just listen to my music or watch something on my phone. Now here's where we got to the good part. They started handing out beers for free to everybody. So naturally I got my favorite beer. There is nothing better than a cold beer on a long flight. I will tell you that right now. I should have known, but I didn't at the time I booked this. These bulkhead seats have these little pop-out screens, so they're not connected to the back of the TV. And, you know, some people like them, some people don't. I wasn't too fond of them, but, you know. After what felt like forever in the air, I am astounded to realize at this point that we're only over northern Ontario, over London and like the Toronto area, and I realize this is going to be a very long flight. And I was having trouble because the outlet underneath my seat wasn't working, and I tried plugging it into this, and of course this doesn't work either, so I'm sunk. One of our favorite parts of our video. We get to review the meal that we get in the economy class. Tonight was some sort of rice with lettuce and some like chicken. It was like Indian chicken with mashed potatoes, but it was actually really good. And as I was finishing my meal for the meal service, on this flight. The flight attendant came around and handed out White Claws to whoever wanted them. So that was nice, and of course I couldn't pass that up. But that was a nice touch for sure. One of the most blatantly obvious things that I did not like about this seat was the fact that the restroom was right in front of it, and so everybody kept gathering and just hanging out there right in front of me while I was trying to sleep. So it is time for the review of the lab. Pretty spacious in here, actually. I was a little surprised, but as you can see here, there's this closet looking thing, and I'm trying to pull on it thinking I'm curious to see what's behind that door, and I'm afraid it's the other lab. So I figured I'll probably stop that and just get out of here. And they started serving breakfast about an hour and a half left in the flight, and it was this bagel sandwich, and it was actually really tasty, but I was starving, so maybe it was just because I was hungry. And we're finally crossing over the British Isles, and looks like we're going to fly right over London, one of my absolute favorite places in the world. But I'm excited to see Amsterdam and what that's all about. So at this point, we have about an hour and 15 minutes left, I think.
Laatste kant. We beginnen met de landing. Veel mooi weer in Nederland.
And I'm sorry, you can't really tell what this is, but this is the view outside the exit door window. This is the English Channel, so we're heading east, towards Amsterdam. And as we get closer, there are the windmills out in the middle of the ocean. That is incredible. That is really cool to see, if you ask me. I have to apologize to all my viewers who wanted good views outside the airplane, but because of my exit row seat, this is the best I can do out the exit row window, which is tinted yellow, so it's really hard to get any kind of footage worth anything. But it still doesn't look too bad, and at least you get to see outside what the approach into Amsterdam looks like for the most part. And we made it to Amsterdam. I am really excited. Let's go see what it's all about. Until next time, thanks.